So you're a president of the people, huh? Now why do you want to dog them like you do? Stimulus dollars. Where's the accountability? This is just an example of Washington State that the Republicans got me on. And I really wanted to get through this, show this, because, Mr. President, you're so far removed from everything that's going on. Those people that you're counting on to take care of that business that you promised to everybody else, to all them people that voted for you on the popular end, you're not taking care of it, man. You're not taking care of it. And it's going to bite you even harder on your next State of the Union address if you're not careful. Fourth Congress, Doc Hastings. Stimulus brought in $2,282,725,628 according to RecoveryAct.org, I believe it was. It created 1,487.1 jobs at an average pay rate in Doc Hastings District, and Grant Acts, my understanding he's Republican, $737.99 per hour. If they made 2,080 hours per week, 40-hour work week. Brian Baird, 3rd District. Check out this little star. That means after the very first year, the jobs that are about to be created in this district won't even exist because they won't be able to sustain the drop. Here, follow me for a second. Brian Baird, $956,923,360. Apparently created 29,877.6 jobs. And you know as well as I do, that's theoretical mathematics when you see that. 0.6 jobs. Either created a job or he didn't create a job. At $15.48 per hour. So after 1 year at $15.48 per hour, you divide that in half, you're beyond a livable wage. You're beyond the Washington State minimum wage, at which point that means those jobs survive a year. At $8.50 an hour, they survive a year. And that's not even after livable wages. $15.48 is not a bad pay. It's really not. Let's be real, it all depends on what you're doing here. Then comes old Mr. Jim McDermott. Hello, Jim. $557,016,924 for 7th Congressional District here in Washington State. Apparently, he created 968.1 jobs at $27.66 per hour. And in his case, after 4 years, those jobs will be gone. 4 years, they're gone. Then comes old Dick Larson. Yep, Dick Larson. Count on Dick. $391,825,790 for 392.9 jobs. And you gotta love him. Oh, Dick Larson there, 2nd Congressional District, pays $479.45 an hour. My God, Dick, you're going to be in business for a while. Matter of fact, between Dick Larson there and the 4th Congressional District that pays $737.99 an hour, those are the only 2 sets of jobs that'll be there after 32 years. Somewhere in that area. You see? They're the only ones that are going to survive. If you keep on dividing them and dividing them and dividing them over the years until they become minimum wage jobs. Okay, so we did Dick Larson. Jay Inslee. Jay, I like you. I'm the dad that was inside that old golden Plymouth satellite full of kids when you're down there running for re-election, down there on Bothell-Kenmore Highway, pouring down right into your umbrella, and I looked at you and shook my head. And I shook my head because, Jay, I know you're worth so much more, man. You're selling yourself out to be part of this mess. Trial of Nuremberg. Minister of Justice Ernst Jauning. And because he walked with them, his life was excrement. I want you to think about that, Jay. You're better than these people, man. Okay. So let's fly through Jay here. Jay went ahead, brought in $342,340,771. Created 111.8 jobs, and he pays everybody $147.22 per hour. Like I said, man, you made your life excrement for things like that. And I know that's not the real picture, but where's the accountability? Jay, man, the people hired you for a reason. You're better than, oh, by the way, your jobs didn't run out as in the 2nd Congressional or the 4th Congress after a long term, because look what you're paying them, $147.22. Right, sure you are. Norm Dix, $302,389,370 brought in from the stimulus money for the 6th Congressional District of Washington State. Created 367.3 jobs at $39.58 an hour. But if you were to reduce them clear down to a minimum wage level, within 8 years, they're going to be gone anyways. Kathy McMorris Rogers. $277,946,331 for the 5th Congressional District, 765.9 jobs at $17.65 per hour. And after 4 years, they're gone. Gotta borrow some more money, I guess. Mr. Adam Smith, I wish I could vote for you. I wish I was in your district. 9th Congress, absolutely. And I hope you get better, man. I hope you get better. $251,717,733. 231 not point anything jobs. He actually created 231 real jobs. Now in Adams' district, they're paying $52.39 per hour, but I always liked him because he refused to accept his pay raise, even though it was coming to him as a legislature. So I've always liked him. By the way, Adams' jobs will be gone within 8 years if they were reduced to minimum wage. Dave Reichert. Hello, Dave. $132,358,188 for the 8th Congressional District, 238.5 jobs at $26.28 per hour, which I guess you might consider livable wage over there on Mercer Island where Dave's district is. Now here's the one that got me thinking because of the Republicans. They were talking about all this money going to districts that don't even exist. Oh, by the way, Dave's jobs will be gone in 4 years, especially at that rate on Mercer Island. Anyway, hi guys. Unassigned, non-existent district money. Somewhere in this picture, some unassigned district, the jobs will disappear within 8 years, but $6,729,117 here in Washington State vanished into an unassigned district with, it just doesn't exist. It supposedly created 77 jobs at an average rate of $42.01 an hour for 2,080 hours a work year. That includes pennies, I suppose. Doesn't even exist. That's back to that accountability thing. Where are the indictments? Mr. President, you need to get the hell away in front of the ball here. Okay. So, it totally created, according to their numbers, government's own numbers, 34,517.2 jobs. If you would have paid everybody $50 an hour for 4 years, full time, then when it came to 13,221.2 jobs, $25 an hour would have created 26,442.4 jobs. If everybody only made 20, you would have created 33,053 jobs. And that's because a lot of these jobs are $479 an hour versus $17 an hour. But then once we start leveling out at $15 an hour, you would have created 44,070 jobs. And at $10 an hour, you would have created yourself 66,000 jobs. Then what, Mr. President, after 4 years? Who are you going to bum some money off of next? You bumming off the Chinese. You're bumming off the children that are sitting there slopping their baby food on them right now at this very moment in the projects. Little babies with little nappy hair, little kids, little Indian kids on the reservation, little Mexican kids, little kids of all colors. You're bumming off of them to pay this. You're better than that, Mr. President. Little old ladies on Social Security, their average income is what? Mine is $600 a month on disability. What do they get? $800, $1,000, maybe $1,200. Some might get $1,500 a month. Sure as hell I'm making $737.99 an hour to hang out in Doc Hastings' district. Mr. President, you are better than this.